Hello, and thank you for joining me this early morning for some more Dead by Daylight. As you can see, I'm on the public test build. And oh my goodness, do we have some exciting things to be testing on the public test build this next week or so. So let's go ahead and hop right into the information. Features and content. Future, added the ability to rotate characters in the lobby. Content, added a new killer, the Ghostface from Scream. So exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go against him. After I finish reading all this, we will go to the killer section and have a look at him before we hop back to the survivors and hop into some rounds to see if we can't survive him. So after features contents is balance. First thing under balance is the gameplay balances. See, all killer swing animations have been modified to match the distance at which they can hit a survivor. This was done to help mitigate situations where a killer would hit a survivor, but their weapon and or hand would not look like it was reaching the survivor. In addition to the killer swing animations matching their hit distance, we have also added swing visual effects to mitigate when hits looked like they should have missed targets, when in fact they found a target and hit. There will be more work done to make hits look better when they connect. Added stun visual effects for killers when hit by pallets. Survivors will now turn their heads when their camera is where their camera is looking. This happens when a survivor interacts with an object in the environment and when they are not down or incapacitated. There we go. Oh my gosh, for a second I couldn't read that word. And then lastly, under the gameplay balances, there's adjusted fast vault conditions. Players can no longer trigger fast vaults when beside windows or in contact with the wall. Please note that the fast vaulting mechanics are still getting tweaked and could change between the PTB and the official update. And then we have one audio balance where they adjusted the chase volume for survivors. And then we have a little bit of map balances. They removed the RNG factor from the window setups in the rooms of Larry's Memorial Institute. Each small room now spawns with the same window configuration. Edge object repopulation pass in the Macmillan Estate maps. There are more obstacles in between the map tiles now. And lastly, they introduced new maze tiles for the Mocha Estate theme. Then they have some survivor emblem balances, and these changes were they added events for Lightbringer emblem scoring, which is 20 points for cleansing a dual totem, 5 points if a dual totem is cleansed while you are in a chase, 10 points if a hex totem is cleansed while you are in a chase, and 1/3 point for each 1% of a generator repaired while you are in a chase, capped to a maximum of 33.3 scored for each generator. They also added event for benevolent emblem scoring, which is 10 points for sabotaging a hook within 10 meters of a killer carrying a survivor, if the carried survivor then wiggles free. And they also added event for evader emblem scoring, 50 points for stunning the killer with the pallet. And then there's a dev note. We have added some additional scoring events for survivors that help to reward different types of gameplay, including those where you act as a diversion for the killer, allowing your teammates to perform certain actions. We will closely monitor how these additional events will affect the emblem results for survivors. However, these changes will help bridge the gap between killer and survivor emblem scoring. Which I actually think it's nice for that, because, you know, the people who keep the killer busy most around while you're, you know, accomplishing objectives, taking out any totems if there's totems active is wise because they deserve those points. And then they got perk changes. And we've got survivor perk changes are listed first. So we've got Streetwise, where they increased efficiency values to 15%, 20%, 25%, up from 10%, 12%, and 15%. If I remember correctly, Streetwise is the perk from Nea that you basically up the effectiveness of people's items or tools that they're using. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Then we have Windows of Opportunity. I do believe that is a Kate Denson perk. They reduced the cooldown values to 30, 25, 20 seconds, down from 60, 50, 40. Medal of Man. Medal of Man, I believe, is Ashley Williams perk. And the change they made here was, we have changed the condition for getting stacks from being hit by a killer's basic attack 3 times to perform a combination of safe unhooks and or protection hits a total of 3 times to activate Medal of Man's endurance status effect. Survivors no longer have to be injured to receive Medal of Man's protection. This means that Medal of Man will work similarly to borrowed time and will require more work from the survivor to trigger Medal of Man's endurance status effect. So there's that one. That's quite hefty. Oh, and they also made the last change for the survivors perks is Unbreakable. They increased the recovery speed to 25%, 30%, 35%, up from 50%, 20%, 25%. That's some interesting changes. We'll see. We'll use Streetwise and Unbreakable when we get to playing and see how those feel. I don't have Medal of Man, and I don't think I have Windows of Opportunity unless I play Kate, but that's a weak version of it, which we could try, but okay. We've got killer perks changes. 3, looks like there's 3, which go Pop Goes the Weasel. They changed regression values from 15%, 20%, 25% to a flat 25% across all tiers. Changed window of activation from 30 seconds to 40, 50, 60 seconds. I'm not really sure whose perk that is or what it does, but I hope that doesn't hurt too much. Tutorial, the second one is Tutorial Imperative. Reduced cooldown to 30, 25, 20 seconds, down from 60, 45, 30 seconds. Alright, so another cooldown reduction, but this time for the killers. That sounds good, I think. And then the last one they changed is Enduring. And they've updated Enduring to no longer increase stun recovery speed from 55, 65, 70% to a flat reduction in stun duration at a rate of 40, 45, 50%. Enduring will now only affect pallet stuns. The increased recovery time at 75% would reduce a pallet stun 2 seconds to 1.14 seconds. The flat reduction will reduce a 2-second pallet stun to 1 second. Dev note. Regarding Enduring, the previous increased recovery time at 75% would reduce the pallet stun, which is 2 seconds, to 1.14 seconds. The flat reduction will reduce a 2-second pallet stun to 1 second. Even though the numbers would suggest that 75% fast recovery is better, having the stun time of 2 seconds to 1 second is actually an improvement and much clearer to understand. As more stun effects have made their way into the game, we decided to make it only effective against pallet stuns to reduce confusion and maintain consistency with varying stun times. And then the list of bug fixes. You have the killer-related bug fixes. And you have the map-specific bug fixes. and the perk bug fixes, which are the only little bit of perk bug fixes. And then a whole slew of the miscellaneous bug fixes. And the audio and localization bug fixes. And then the UI and HUD bug fixes. I've let the screen sit on those ones because it's a bit to go through the bug fixes. So if you're interested in a specific bug fix that you hope got fixed, I hope I sat there long enough so you can pause it and kind of go through those yourselves. But we're gonna go ahead and go check out Ghostface. The Ghostface, difficulty hard. A creepy killer able to stalk his victims and sneak up silently using his power, Night Shroud. Affected survivors will find themselves vulnerable and oblivious to his presence and must use all of their perception and awareness to protect themselves from his approach. His personal perks, I'm All Ears, Thrilling Tremors, and Furtive Chase give him the ability to locate survivors, defend generators, and make his chases unpredictable. Here he is. Alright. And his first perk is I'm All Ears. Your keen senses are sharpened to the dark realm of the entity. Unlocks potential in one's aurora reading ability. Any survivor performing a rushed action outside of your terror radius will have their aura revealed to you for 6 seconds. I'm All Ears can only be triggered once every 60 seconds. And then the little thing at the end, little quote says, there is no need to worry. I've been preparing my whole life for this. The Ghostface. The second perk is Thrilling Tremors. Your dark designs and shrewd composure rouse the entity. After picking up a survivor, all generators not being repaired by survivors are blocked by the entity and cannot be repaired for the next 16 seconds. Affected generators are highlighted by a white aura. Thrilling Tremors can only be triggered once every 100 seconds. And his quote for this one is, the night assists me and it's endless here. The Ghostface. So that one sounds like it can be very annoying. 16-second block from being able to do generators, and he'll be able to see out and be like, oh, there's someone over at that far generator working on it, because all the rest are not being worked on. So that means that the survivors must be either close by waiting to save, on their way to save, or they're just not working on a generator. So he'll get a decent amount of information from that. And then the last perk for Ghostface is Furtive Chase. You become obsessed with one survivor. You lurk in the shadows, eliminating your victims one by one. When your obsession is hooked, the perk receives a token, up to a maximum of 2 tokens. Each token decreases your terror radius by 4 meters while in a chase. When a survivor rescues the obsession from a hook, the rescuer becomes the obsession. You lose all your tokens if the obsession is sacrificed or killed. The killer may only be obsessed with one survivor at a time. And his quote for this one is, you have no idea what I have planned for you. It'll be in the news for weeks. I'll make sure of it. The Ghostface. So these are the perks that he comes with. I don't know where the people who actually play killer stand on these. I think this one, Thrilling Tremor, sounds pretty decent to me. But as you all know, I don't mean killer, so I don't actually know what are effective perks for killers or not. But let's go ahead and hop into this lobby and see how we fare against Mr. Ghostface ourselves. We're gonna go ahead and hop in as Feng Min. Let's do it to it. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum. Hey, we found a lobby. It's a decent lobby. We'll stick it out. Alright, so let's see. We need to use Streetwise. So we'll move Streetwise. I actually don't think I have Unbreakable. So we'll have to move to someone else to use Unbreakable. But we'll use Streetwise here and see how it fares. We've got Kitty on Claudette Morel, Frankenstein on Feng Min, and Triangle on Jake Park with the medkit. Everybody else has no items like us. Let's do it to it. I like that green shirt, but I'd probably get caught a lot if I ever actually wore it. I love the sweater. Ooh, someone's giving us considerably increased luck. That's interesting. Ooh, sorry. My goodness. Lampkin Lane, Haddonfield. Alright. Okay. You see how, oh, I said Kitty, but I think it's actually Kelly. Kelly was in range of the killer just now. You could tell because she was the obsession and her little, the little entity arms around her on the character list on the bottom left was moving. Pretty silent now. I felt kind of paranoid. And oh, triangle was found. We're done here. Okay. Okay, so we start in the house at the edge. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Claudette's up there. Oh my god! Go go! Oh dear. Oh gosh. Alright, he's on Kelly again. Jesus. That scared the bejeebus out of me. I was expecting him to be right there. I think we went the wrong way. I knew we were heading back to the house we started at. So we're gonna go this way. That one's done. This house has a generator in front of it, maybe? Yes. Frankenstein was hit. Triangle was hit. Oh, pallet dropped. Oh. I think they just used Dead Hard. Oh, they are running. That person's starting to run too. I think this person right here though is the one facing off with Ghostface right now. Alright, we got you. So Triangle's the one running for their life. This is Frankenstein here with us. We're healing them up. Oh. Where is he? Oh! Ah! No! Oh, God. Alright. He's on us now. Alright, he's chasing Frankenstein. Oh. Why don't you leave him away? We need that generator. Alright, well, fine. The bow. Not that one. There's one. One generator left. Oh God. He's losing his power. Whoa! Oh my God, you scared me, Triangle. Oh, and there's Claudette. Oh my God, I ran into a tree! I'm gonna go down here. Ah. Ooh. He got me. Oh no, what are you doing? Yeah. Triangle! Oh God, Triangle. Oh, Triangle. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. So you gotta like keep your eyes especially peeled when facing this guy. There he is. Ooh. Jesus. Whoa! Okay. So, triangle how to... Oh god, Claudette. Oh, Claudette, you beast. Okay, so Kelly was kind to us, even though we messed up and led the killer to her when she was trying to heal herself. I mean, she finished healing herself, but still, that was bad. Oh my god. I hope Kelly doesn't get down here. Okay. There's one person bleeding out. Alright, we're going. Kelly's in danger. She's going. Oh, triangle. He got triangle. Kelly's healing. Okay, Kelly's good. Triangle coming. Come on, triangle. You're gonna get killed by the entity. Oh! Kelly got taken by the entity. Oh. The way Ghostface was walking up to that and the end right there, that was creepy. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah, someone told me it's better used from afar. Wait. I hope it's good. So people can enjoy playing him. Yeah, no, I know. You too. Yeah, they're finally doing a rework on Freddy. So hopefully the changes they make to his power and how it works and how it interacts with things is really good, and the people who love playing Freddy or have wanted to play Freddy find it very enjoyable, and it works in a way that makes them feel like a powerful killer that should be. I'm really looking forward to facing it. I hope that we get quite a few Freddy Kruegers when the power comes out, that it doesn't fall flat. But that was Ghostface. So, thank you for joining me for this video of round of Dead by Daylight. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below so I know what you guys thought about this round. especially about Ghostface. And I am going to go.